So, you want to be a scriptwriter?
Yes.
And I believe you have a script for me.
Yes.
The Eye of the Zombie.
It's a zombie film.
Yes. As a film production company, we don't normally accept unsolicited scripts.
Right.
They usually come to us through agents who filter out the bad ones and send us the good ones, the cream of the crop, so to speak. But with your father being the successful scriptwriter that he is, I thought I'd make an exception in your case and read it personally.
I appreciate that.
If you have even a fraction of his talent, then I want to be the first to discover you. Well, I'll take a look at it and let you know what I think.
Honey, I'm home.
How did it go?
Very well. He said he's going to take a look at it, and I'm to go back in on Friday.
Excellent.
Where's my kiss? Yes, this could be the big break we've been looking for. This could be the start of my career.
Watch out, Hollywood. There is a new talento in town.
Good afternoon.
I've taken a look at your script.
What did you think?
I was shocked.
It certainly is strong meat.
No, I don't mean shocked in a good way. I mean shocked in a bad way.
What do you mean?
To be brutally honest with you, it was awful.
Really?
Yes.
What's wrong with it?
Well, firstly, there's the story, if I can call it that. It's just macho men running around killing zombies. And that's it. That's the story.
But it is a horror film, and most horror films do have simple, formulaic storylines.
The storyline here is not just simple, it's non-existent. There's also no originality and no weight or substance whatsoever. It's totally uninvolving. And all that is topped off by a childish style of writing and clunky dialogue.
Right.
There's also absolutely no characterization. When a character dies, one doesn't feel anything at all. No sympathy, no empathy. Nothing.
But you could argue that about most horror films.
True, but look at the structure. For example, your main character, what's his name again?
Big Jim Silverback.
Yes, he dies halfway through the film and is replaced by someone called Jack Powers. Your lead character dies halfway through the film.
I know. It's a real twist. That'll really shock the viewers.
It's a terrible idea.
No, it isn't. Look at Hitchcock's Psycho. The lead character dies 2/3 of the way into the film in the famous shower scene.
That was an absolute one-off, and you're not Hitchcock! And I stopped reading it after that.
Then you didn't read the brilliant ending.
Even if it did have a brilliant ending, which I doubt, I am not prepared to wade through 80-odd pages of sludge to get to it. Let me give you a word of advice. I've read a lot of scripts and you're not a writer.
Right. Well, thank you for your time.
One last thing. I'd just like to say that from a personal point of view, I was very disappointed. With your father being as talented a writer as he is, I thought, well, I'll just say that from a literary point of view, You're not your father's son.
I'm not my father's son. What's she got there? Tell me what I think. The bastard! And that's what I'm gonna say! That's...
Something else?
Honey? Honey? You are home, honey. You didn't say anything. How did it go?
Bad.
What happened?
He said it was complete garbage.
You're joking.
No. He said the storyline was rubbish. That he couldn't even read it all because it was so crap.
Hijo de puta cabrón?
What?
No, nothing. Tell me more.
He said I'm not a writer. And ended up by telling me I'm not my father's son. The bastard! How dare he speak to me like that? What a bastard!
Darling, are you okay?
No. Still in shock from that mauling I got.
But perhaps he's wrong about your script. It's only his opinion.
No. I've been reading it through again, trying to look at it more objectively. He was right. It's not good.
But it's the first time you've ever written anything. You can't expect to write a work of genius straight off.
I've wasted a lot of time on this.
No, you haven't. Not if you think of it as practice. I'm sure you will do a lot better next time.
There's not going to be next time.
What do you mean?
And I'm not going to write anymore.
So you're giving up?
Yes.
Why? Because he's hurt your feelings?
No, because I'm not a writer.
Why? Because he says so?
No, because I said so.
So you are a quitter?
Look, it's easy for you to talk like that. You weren't there in the room with him. It was the single most embarrassing moment of my life. I felt this small.
Rob, don't let him discourage you. You can be a half-decent writer in time, but if you give up at the first hurdle because of him, then you will never know. Here, taste this. It will go up your stomach. Give it another go and see if you improve. Then make your decision. You owe it to yourself.
Read this.
What?
Read the film review at the top.
What? It's a review of a crap film?
Yes, but guess who produced it? Mr. Big Su Puta Madre film producer himself.
This is a strong contender for the worst film of the year. The weak script fails to sell interest in a single character. Some films are so awful, you wonder how they can be possibly being commissioned in the first place. It beggars belief that someone actually sat down, read this script, and then said, "This deserves to be made into a film." This is a waste of 90 minutes of my life that I'll never get back. Written by John Thompson from Cinema magazine. He sat there, talking down his nose and preaching to me as if he was some sort of absolute script expert. And after reading this, it looks as though he couldn't spot a good script to save his life.
And that's the man you let this cottage to. Dinner's almost ready.
I've been thinking. I've decided to start writing again.
Good!
You're right. I shouldn't have let that little twerp discourage me. Especially seeing he's no expert himself.
Now you're talking sense.
In fact, I've just picked up a pen for the first time in a month.
What have you written?
I've written him a note. And I'm sending it to him along with that terrible review that I've printed. Let's see if he can take some for a change. Let him get a taste of his own medicine.
So what does the note say?
Tomorrow, damn it! Double, not you! I said I'll pay you. No need to take that tone, sunshine! If you're considering making the fetus 3, I advise you to wear this. Rob.
It's a zombie film.